What's going on, YouTube? We're back in the garage working on the Mustang. We got a helper today. We got Sam in the background.
Hey folks, well there's Sam here. We're gonna start kicking off some sick mods with this piece, my dudes.
All right, so we're gonna start pulling this engine. I'm gonna set up the camera. You guys can follow along and we'll start ripping this thing apart. All right, guys, a little bit has changed since the last video I put out. We got the cold side off the car, intercooler, all the cold side piping going through the fender well, that's all off, mass air's off. So
we should use a crane for this battery? Or?
Sammy's getting a crane to pull the battery out. Don't hurt yourself. So we're gonna get the hot side off. We're gonna get the headers. We're gonna take all the accessories off, power steering, AC compressor, alternator, drain the fluids, get the turbo off, and then we'll start on the intake and the wiring. All right, I got a bucket down there underneath the radiator. We're going to open this little petcock valve here and drain the coolant out. And it's not draining.
You need a hammer?
It must be plugged. Oh, there it goes. That's going to take forever. I think we got a problem.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it. Hope it ain't got no gas in it.
I think I'm just going to pull that hose, pull the top radiator hose.
Because I think in that, right?
Well, I'll pull the top hose and see if I can get a little bit to come out of there. Oh, it tightened. You think it's going to go everywhere?
No. Maybe.
Wash your feet. Where did it all go?
Well, you haven't started in years, so it's just looks like dry rotted inside this.
It's like Jello inside of it. Well, we could always take the lower hose off.
Yeah.
But before we do that, let me get another bucket because that's going to fill up.
You want to take it off right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We could take the throttle body off, the intake, start disconnecting vacuum lines, and these 4 bolts there. We could zip those off, and the throttle body and the EGR spacer will come out. So I'll get a little pick. Remember when we were taking apart the interior?
Yeah.
We were just breaking tabs. Here. What happened?
You like pull back on this side?
Pull it. There you go.
It was hard.
So hard. I think that's a 14 mil. Maybe it's smaller. I'll get an adapter for this guy.
Snap on.
Just zip her right off there, brother. All right, Sam's taking off the throttle body. This is a 75 millimeter BBK unit. It worked pretty good with this setup. I did notice though, it had like a weird whistle at idle. Like it would just be like this very high-pitched whistle noise, really annoying. So I think on the next engine, we're not gonna go with the BBK. Maybe go with like a Holly setup or something. We'll see. Is it stuck? I was gonna say, you hit it.
Yeah, what's up?
You were asking for a hammer earlier. You want the hammer? Here, you pull, I'll hit. I won't hit your hand.
Yeah, you're one tap a room.
All right, throttle body's off, the EGR spacer's off. We're gonna disconnect these vacuum lines off the intake. On the back here, this was for the boost gauge going inside the car. We're gonna take that guy off. On the other side over here, on the back of the intake, there's a fitting on the back. It's got this hose coming into the boost tee right up here. We're gonna disconnect that. Then take the bolts out of the intake to take the upper intake off and get that thing pulled off. I get some snips, cut that. I get a little crescent for that. Oh, just came right out.
Dude, your zip ties don't stop the force.
I don't know how 14 pounds of boost didn't blow that off. All right, and then there's right back there. You see that hose clamp?
Yeah. I see it.
We gotta undo that and then try to get that hose off. A short, stubby flatty. Oh, it's the 13. Gosh dang. Oh, there you go.
Well, I took it up there that way I can try and find this.
Well, we can just leave it on there then.
Just trying to pull that down. It's hitting the.
All right, this thing should just pop right up.
Got it. Oh, we're getting closer to the insides.
Getting closer to the innards. All right, upper intake is off. You can see I have this intake spacer in there. I'm running the taller valve covers, and the valve covers were hitting the intake, so I had to run the spacer in there. So that is it. Sometimes you don't know what to say, and then I spend forever editing this bull. All right, Sam's working on the upper radiator hose right now. He's pulling that off. He's trying to. And then I think we're going to move on to the fuel lines. Fuel lines off. Start getting rid of some of these wires and stuff. Get those out of there. We'll just keep plugging along, trying to get this motor out. All right, update on the coolant situation. Been about, 20 minutes?
Ooh.
20 minutes so far, and we've got like a quarter of the bucket full. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is I'm going to put Sam under the car and just give him a screwdriver and have him just yank that lower hose out and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, there's your problem, boss. You got some gooba gobbles in there.
Gooba gobbles. That is not good. I don't know what the hell that is, but this car has been sitting here not running for 3 years probably. So that's not a good sign.
And that causes gooba gobble.
Gooba gobbles everywhere. Can I just mix the fuel with the coolant? I'm still laughing about Google gobbles. All the way
Right there.
to the bottom.
To the fuel rails.
Here, can you get that
I can't.
fitting? I'm gonna take the O2 sensor out too.
It goes right here. No, this is broken. Oh, you took it off right here.
Summit. Pretty sweet.
Okay. Well, things we don't.
Oh, that plugged into the wideband sensor right here. 10 millimeters.
Dude, I swear it's not a joke.
All right, before we drop something down the intake manifold, well, I'm gonna take these studs out of here, put some tape on it. The socket?
Yeah.
Is it gone?
It's gone already. We're only 20 minutes in the video and we lost the 20.
We're gonna have to talk about the 10 mil. What size socket you got, Sam?
The 10 millimeter.
So the 10 millimeter is like, it's such a, I don't even know how to say it.
It like loses itself and whatnot.
Everybody loses a 10 mil, but Sam just lost the 10 millimeter socket. And where was the socket? It was on his ratchet. That's how crazy the 10 mil is.
I think that's just my stupidity. Yeah, this way. Dude, what if I drop the 10 millimeter in there?
Oh, we gotta get some tape on it.
Is that froggy tape, dude?
I think so. What if I were to drop these studs down there? That would suck.
For the next guy. Mate, we can't use this.
What is it?
Painter's mate.
Painter's mate.
Painter's mate. Let me know. Painter's mate.
We should,
Nothing's going past that. Painter's mate. That's the itchy shit, huh?
yeah, that's bad.
That's fiber glands.
Fiber glands. Let's see, what are we gonna do now? Oh, I gotta get a big wrench for that.
7/8?
Well, you gotta have two, because if you gotta have a wrench for that and that,
Right.
because otherwise they just spin right out of there. Twerk. They twerk on the fuel rails.
You said they twerk, dude?
Yeah, they twerk.
What size is that?
I think it might be like a 15. I think it's 15.
It's bigger than the 1560.
Maybe it's a 1-y.
Dude, that'd be stupid.
I'm gonna take off the MSD caparoonie.
More speed dimensions. Oh, we got fuel coming out, boy.
Uh-oh. Do I need a bucket?
Yeah, we need a bucket.
I don't care about the floor. It's like chemical resistant. I just don't want it to stink forever. Okay, I got the upper intake off. We went ahead and put some masking tape down because we don't want to drop anything in there. Like a 10 mil, right? 10 mil socket.
That'd be a shame for next time.
Yeah. So now we're going to get this down pipe off. I got this V-band clamp I'm going to take off right here. And I remember this down pipe was very difficult to get in. There's not a whole lot of room to work with. And plus this heat wrap on there makes it super itchy. So I got some gloves on.
Fiber glands.
Fiber glands. That's the oil feed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The radiator, or the radiator.
The radiator.
Take the radiator cap off. Distributor. I need that. I need the hammer.
Oh, yeah, dude. Get that fibers out of here.
Let's see.
That count?
I think it's got to come out the top.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Keep working it, buddy. You're going.
And
Gotta go towards the windshield a little bit.
do you need a hammer?
I
don't really want to grind it.
Keep going. There it goes.
Fibers everywhere.
Yeah, I got it in my eyes.
All right, next up, turbo. Sam's favorite.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Turbo's coming out. We got 4 bolts there. It's a T4 flange. Actually, those are studs, I believe.
Yeah, those are bolts. Like cat bolts. I dropped a nut.
All right, well, Sam's working on unbolting the turbo. I'm going to be down here working on disconnecting this crossover tube. This is the hot side. This is the driver's side header where it connects to the crossover pipe. So I'm going to take that V-band clamp off right there. It's got this little flex joint, and then we're going to take this ball and socket flange apart, and that'll take that crossover tube out. All right, quick update what we got going on. We got the turbo off, got the alternator, some other things off. We're going to be working on the power steering pump, get that off. Got a little drain pan right there for the oil. Need to do the headers, those have to come off, and then we'll go underneath and tackle the bell housing.
How do you come undone?
It won't come off?
No.
I have a shop manual. You want to see it?
Shop manual would really, really help.
All right.
No shop manual is going to help me with this stripped out nut, buddy.
Do you want the shop manual?
Fucking shop manual. This is shop manual.
All right. So when you guys are working on your cars, if you come into something that's you can't figure out, shop repair manuals come in handy. Here you go, Sam. Read it. Read it. Read it up.
Oh, good. This is really good. This is going to help me a lot. When your power steering pump nut is stripped, does it tell you just grab the grinder and just...
I don't know. I never learned to read.
There's a problem with this car, though.
What?
There's no turbo.
There is no turbo on it.
This manual's pretty much useless to me, dude.
Throw it away. These header bolts are very hard to get to.
Oh. Just going to the rack and pinion.
Do you want to switch me? You want to do the headers and I'll... No?
No, I would rather.
It's still very itchy from the fiberglass.
Ding dong.
Got it? The hoses? Damn Fords.
Dude, what kind of torque wrench should you use on this?
Harbor Freight.
You said it's a 400?
Yeah. She had an exhaust leak. See that?
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Yeah. So I went to med school. You know, a
little bit of masking tape on it. All right, Sam's still fighting the power steering pump. I got the passenger side header off. I'm gonna get down there to the starter, disconnect the wires on the starter. Quick update, exhaust is off. All the bell housing bolts are out of there. Got the cherry picker hooked up. Motor mounts are loose, and we are gonna yank this puppy out right now. Let's yank it. Head it down a little bit.
Ready to come in at all?
All right, let's try that. Go
Ready
ahead.
to come in?
No, you're good. Go ahead and jack it.
Right there?
Yeah, jacky uppy. Keep going. A little bit more. All right, now we got to slide it forward. Yeah, we're not only mechanics, we're dentists here. Oh, that's got to come out. That's one of those starter bolts.
Oh, I put it back in, yeah.
Try going up a little bit. All right, hold that. All right, see if you can pull that engine stand back for the hoist. Come on in it. All right, hold that, Sam.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yep, pull it towards you. All right, now you got to come. Oh, I need the bucket. Okay.
Cool.
All right, cranker.
Time for a nice coolant flush, you can tell.
I really hope this bolt doesn't snap.
See it, right?
Yeah.
I got it right in as much as I could, man.
It just looks like it's going to snap any moment.
All right, brother.
Just keep cranking.
How's that bolt look?
Still in there. Yeah, that's Harbor Freight.
Heavy duty.
Yeah, we're almost there. We should have cleared this oil can.
Oh, yeah. That was a nasty exhaust leak on this side.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't hear that.
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Still pumping. Still pumping. I think you're almost there, dude.
Dude, I think you got that.
Okay, yeah. Pull her out and then go that way. Let's get her down in case the bolt breaks. It won't fall as far.
YouTube fans.
All right, we got this bad dog out of here. It wasn't too bad. There it is, right there. We got her out. Empty bay.
Yep, the heartbeat of America sitting right here.
Yep, it's not the heartbeat. Yeah, it's a Chevy thing. So the next step on this project is going to be getting all the wiring harnesses out, stripping everything off the flywheel or firewall. We'll get the transmission out next, but actually we have a surprise for those of the YouTubers that stuck around this long. Should we show them the surprise outside?
Yeah, I think that's
Here it is, guys. 2023 Ford Raptor. This is going to be featured in some upcoming videos. We're going to do some testing, maybe a little off-roading.
Did you tell them how many turbos we got in this guy?
This thing has 2 turbos.
How much we get on Mustang?
Mustang is going to have 2 turbos. So yeah, I just picked this up last weekend. It's an awesome truck. Got like 700 miles on it. I've been smiling all 700 miles. It's awesome. So yeah, we're gonna do some testing on this bad boy, see what it can do, maybe do a couple mods to it. I don't know. All right, so that's it. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video
Heckin' yeah, dudes.
and subscribe it, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.